What's up, y'all? It's Erica. It's Wednesday. Full moon, pink moon. Last night, today, still vibing high. I posted a picture on my Instagram stories. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Didn't even know you stopped by. Let me tell you something. Y'all, I finally had my world premiere. Did y'all see the world premiere of my Savage Challenge yesterday? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Shirley Williams. Thank you, Diva. Thank you, Diva. What else is going on, y'all? We out here in the park yet again, watching the ducks. What are those ducks? They look like ducks. I thought they were geese, but those are ducks. Hey. I cannot stand Future. He ain't shit. Damn it, he ain't. But I don't know, something about the way he flows. I don't know. He sounded the same. Look at all those ducks. He sounded the same everywhere. I don't want to sit next to these cars. Too many cars in the park now. People are coming to the park. The homeless people. I guess they got to move around, you know, when they homeless in their cars. Hey! I'm going to get copy stricken. So what's going on, y'all? So we're going to talk about Nene and Wendy Williams. Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed for Nene. But she's going to act like it doesn't faze her. But what are you going to do? What else did I want to talk about? Y'all be careful. One thing I do want to say, if you are going out with masks, be careful, because I thought about that yesterday. People who commit crimes tend to cover their nose and their mouths and only leave their eyes open. So it's just another way for black people to be profiled, black and brown people. So be careful when you out with mask on your face. I did see something this morning of this guy who was being escorted, a black guy, a black guy and a young black boy being escorted out of a store by a police officer. So he's escorting them out, and they have surgical masks on. So it's just another way for people to profile folks. So you got on a mask. To me, I feel like if they're telling us China and other Asian countries wear masks all the time, and I don't think anybody thinks that, you know, they're gonna, I mean, and if you do commit a crime and you have a mask on, okay, then you go to jail, okay? I don't understand, like, why don't you wait to see if a crime is committed? Or I don't know, maybe you're not supposed to wait, maybe, I don't know, but it's just a way for people to be profiled, so be careful about that. My son wanted to tell y'all kids, if you don't know about it, there's a fun, like a DJ, if your kids like music, like to DJ, like a mixing website where they can mix different beats and stuff like that, make beats and make videos and stuff like that, like little music videos. It's cute. It's called Incredibox, and my son was showing it to me yesterday, and it's really, really cute. So any kids who like to make beats, and you put the different colors together, and it's like these animated men on the screen, but they have like different outfits on, and then you can pick the like outfit for one, and based on the outfit, that's the beat that he makes, and then it creates a video, like a little music video with the beat that you created. It's cute. It's so cute. Incredibox. Tell your kids. That's what my son, the Aquarius, he did. Somebody got a hammock set up over there, bitch. What the fuck? Y'all, somebody got a hammock set up over there. Girl, get it how you live, honey. I did want to make a correction about Kenya Moore. Her aunt Lisa. A lot of people were online saying that was her father's sister. It's not. It's actually her mother's sister. Her grandmother's daughter. And it's her aunt. And she was just born 9 months after Kenya was born. So they're very close in age. And she said on a post and because I was going back and forth with somebody on Twitter with several people, because at first I thought their cousins. I thought they were, I have what I thought they were. I knew it was on her mom's side, but I figured it was like a like a cousin. Hold on. I can't remember what I said. Hold on, I'll find it. I can't remember. Hold on. Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres said, being in quarantine is like being in jail. It's mostly because I've been wearing the same clothes for 10 days and everyone in here is gay. I'm fucking stupid. She's stupid. She's stupid. Because I was getting ready to say, bitch, you are not, it's not like being in jail on your compound. I was ready to go. I was ready to go. Yeah, y'all need to be careful of these people dressed in, get shower caps and white coats and surgical masks on the internet saying that they doctors with no credentials and they hair all out of the damn shower cap thingy, hair covering thingy. Girl, don't believe these people. I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, I don't know what I did with it. I had it up here earlier. I don't know what I did with the post. Okay, so originally I thought that Aunt Lori raised Kenya. I don't know why, but this is the reason why I'm correcting, because I actually went back on what I originally thought. So she definitely can't raise Brooklyn. Aunt Lori is too old, because a lot of people were like, oh, I thought Aunt Lori, like Kenya can't have more than one aunt. So I don't know what people were like. Remember when Kenya said her only family was her Aunt Lori? Now it's her Aunt Lisa. And then it's like a little meme. And that's a lie, because you was at her whole family's house. Like, they didn't talk. She said her mother didn't talk to her, remember? And was like a whole family thing. Kenya went down to Detroit. I don't know what y'all be asking me, what do I be watching? I'll be asking y'all what do y'all be watching, because what do y'all be watching? Aunt Lori raised her. She definitely can't raise Brooklyn if Kenya dies. That's an old ass lady. That's an old lady, okay? So Lisa is Brooklyn's aunt. That's what I was thinking, her aunt. And I thought she was Kenya's cousin, right? And she was just calling her Aunt Lisa because it would be her label that Brooklyn would have. You know how you call your siblings auntie because your kids call them that, auntie whoever? So that's what I thought. But then it says, then I came back and I said, Aunt Lori and Lisa are her grandmother's daughters. Her grandma and her older Aunt Lori helped raise her. Then the grandmother she speaks of raised her is Lisa's mother. They're just closer in age. So correction, she is Brooklyn's great aunt, technically. So there you have it. And then people were like, no, Lisa is her father's sister. No, not. Okay, that's all on her mom's side. Okay. Also, there's this thing going around, and it says that Mark Daly is worth $35 million. And Kenya is only worth $2 million. Now, a lot of people were in the comments going on about, in the episode, Kenya said, I make more than Mark. I make more than him. You think about it, what you're worth and what you make are two different things, right? $2 million. And then I went and looked at Nene's valuation and it was $14 million. So I'm not sure how we can come up. When I look in comparison to the numbers and I see that Portia is worth $2.1 million. And then you have Nene worth $14 million. One of the things I saw said Cynthia was worth $500,000. Their houses alone are worth more than what these, I don't know what they use to come up with the formula to determine on these websites. I'm not sure. I assume that they go by assets. So that's what you're worth, right? Not what you make. So Kenya might make more than Mark, but she may not be worth more than Mark. We don't know what Mark does. They said he was a banker, a financier, and turned into a restaurateur or something. He's still an asshole. So, but at least the bitch married up, because y'all be, honey, at least she didn't marry down or broke man. If you're gonna marry a motherfucking asshole, don't marry a broke asshole, okay? Trust me, I know. And I'm sure a lot of people out there do too. If you gonna marry an asshole, make sure the nigga is rich, okay? If you're gonna put up with some bullshit. Shit. I'm not telling people to put up with bullshit, but if you choose to, make sure the nigga ain't broke. It's just all I'm saying. All right. Nene and Wendy Williams. Look at all the ducks. Is that what they call ducks? What are they? Geese? Plural. What's the plural for ducks? Let me shut up. Okay, anyway. So let's talk about it. So what's going on? Y'all, listen. Ooh, baby. If y'all, I just cannot stress enough. I really want whoever is watching constant news coverage and media, anything about this issue that's going on in the world, please stop. I'm not saying not to stay informed, but stop everything. Like, let me tell you something. Fear. Remember when it first started happening, and when I did the video talking about your chakras, your root chakras, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus. Remember when I told y'all that those have to be kept because you need to stay grounded. And when you are in fear and anxiety, that causes that. What you're watching, that causes that. So you become unbalanced. We need to stay grounded. Full moon in Libra. Okay, come on. Full moon in Libra. You need to stay grounded and balanced. To understand me. So stop watching constant news coverage or anything related to, because when fear also produces, what is it called, when fear, cortisol, that makes you fat. Okay, so you don't want to be on thinking fear, anxiety. You don't want to do that, and that breaks down your immune system, is what I'm just trying to say. So in order for you to maintain your health, you need to maintain your visual health and stop watching everything. I don't know who it is, but whoever I'm talking to, stop watching that constant shit all day long. Stop it. Stop it, okay? Okay. That's it. So Nene, I watched a little bit of Nene and Kim the other night. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't actually subscribe to I just couldn't subscribe to it. I'm not in support of Nene trying to bring back Kim. I'm not in support of that. I think Kim is truly someone who practices racism. She may not be a racist, but she practices racism. She practices anti-blackness while simultaneously trying to create her lips to look like a black woman. She's failed miserably. Her daughter has done the same thing. Her daughter went into Nene's home where she rests her head, her sanctuary, and tried to say that Nene was dirty. And you want to bring these people and that woman back to this black ass show? No, absolutely not. No. And I know that Beverly Hills has now got Garcelle Bouvier on there, whatever. Leave Atlanta black as fuck. I don't want Kim Zolciak back on that show because she already thinks she's better than you bitches already. She already does, even though her ass was raised in a single wide down there, a tin one. Shout out to folks in the trailer homes. So she thinks she's better than y'all, but y'all I could not get into it. I was like, okay, let me see what Nene and Kim are talking about. But then I was like, I'm not watching this bullshit. And then I felt bad for Nene. I don't know why I felt bad for her, because it looked like, remember when T.S. Madison and Kaya was having all those issues that day with Monique? How you felt bad that was like not working out, like, damn, it's like they can't get it together. That's how I felt about Nene. But I was more embarrassed because she was dressed like Marilyn Monroe, sitting there with a fur, like she was sitting in her boudoir, like on some real fluffy feathers, blonde hair. You saw her, Nene, y'all know her. And I felt bad for her because then she couldn't get it together. And then I look at the other productions, like Candy, her productions be on point. Her videos be on point. Nene is filming off of this whoop-de-wop. Like here, Wendy filming her show from her home. She's on point. You best believe they got her set up correctly, right? So I just felt bad for Nene. And then you call Wendy. You call Wendy, girl. And Wendy is whether you like Wendy or not, you cannot take away that this woman has been in media for as long as she has, over 20 years, more than 20 years. What'd she say, 35 years? And you're not going to use me for fodder down to the show that I use for fodder on my show. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to be a part of your production. I talk about your production. I'm not going to do that. And Nene, I felt bad. I just felt bad for her. I did not like the way Wendy reenacted her encounter with Nene that night. I don't like the voice that she was using, like some old, she was trying to use a country ass voice. We're not going to act like she wasn't what she was doing. She was talking hella country. She sounded like she was making fun of her. This is your friend, girl. This is who, but like everybody keeps saying, you cannot make, Wendy Williams cannot be your friend. She talks about you. If you're going to be friends with someone who is a celebrity gossip and has been that even before you got your SAG card, Nene, what do you think she's going to do with interactions between you two? And then you trying, because what's crazy is Wendy can get on her show, right? And when Nene sends you a private text, which I think was a setup, Nene sends you a private text that says, I'm quitting. You get on down to the TV and say she might be quitting the Housewives. You don't even know what she was talking about. I thought she was talking about Greg. I'm done with Greg, but I can see she's not going to ever quit Greg. That's just going to be what it is. That's what I thought she was talking about. But at the end of the day, you can use your private conversations, Wendy, right? You can use your private conversations to talk about Nene. I think she's leaving the housewife in a private text she sent you. But you don't want her to call you. That's just messed up. But that is the result of the type of relationship who Wendy is. I'm gonna use your shit on my show, but you can't use me on your show. But you really can't say nothing about what I use on my show, because this is what I do. So you run the risk of fucking with a celebrity gossip. What do you think Harvey Levin's friends? What do you think about I'm sure he's friends with a lot of people. And I'm sure, like, honey, if you catch me somewhere, I don't want nothing. Do you think that he picks and chooses the stories he wants to talk about? Nene, I mean, that's the relationship. I felt bad for Nene. I really did. But what are you expecting out of Wendy? I just don't like the way Wendy was mimicking. And then she told the story all wrong. So, bitch, you can't be trusted neither. So, at the end of the day, what do y'all think about what happened with Nene and Wendy? You can't be friends with Nene. And then even, I was watching The Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne told Nene, you cannot be friends with Wendy Williams. You got to be careful. And then Nene was like, oh, God, she'll sign an NDA. No, ma'am. No. But Wendy, you can't be on Real Housewives. But Nene is it's like, it's a double-edged sword. And I see both sides. But I don't like the way, I felt bad for Nene. But I felt like Nene was using Wendy. Like, I want to be on FaceTime. And Wendy's like, I'm not about to be on FaceTime with you. I don't know what you got going on. What kind of shenanigans you got going on. If you want to talk to me as a friend, we can talk as a friend. But if I talk to you as a friend, Wendy, my text messages might end up on your show. So do you understand how the shit is confusing? Like, I don't think that I don't know. I can't say what I want them to do, but it's up to the girls. It's up to the girl. I think that's about it. That's all I really want to talk about. Come on, Meg. call that nigga Captain Hook. I didn't really have much to talk about. I just wanted to get down here and talk about Wendy and them. It's nothing else I wanted to talk about that's not going to be like, you know, trying to keep it lighthearted these days. You understand what I'm saying? Because hi Jay-Z, what you come up on my TV for? I was watching some Breakfast Club things, some, you know, their little clips and stuff, and Charlemagne, and every time, I don't know what it is, but every time Angela has like a room, or she does her rumor reports, and we all know we have an issue with Angela and how she talks about the gossip, you know. But all of that aside, anything Angela says, and it's not coming from her, you know what I'm saying? It's like the stories that she's reporting. Charlemagne finds a way to negate everything she's talking about. And it's not coming from her. It's just like, he'll give her rumor report and he'll be like, well, that's dumb. I don't know why people would do anything. I don't even know why, you know, just totally going again. I don't know. It's just weird the way he was doing it so much, because I watched heard a few of them. Guess they're in their homes or whatever, and they're not seeing each other. They should be on camera so they can actually see each other and still get the same kind of vibe, like, you know, because they do radio and they used to not being seen, so it's not a big deal. But then you have video. They now, because of video, they should keep it. I don't know, whatever, I don't know. But I just didn't like the way Charlemagne, everything that Angela was talking about, he just went against it. Well, that's stupid. Well, I was like, shut up. I even said it out loud. I was like, shut up, Charlemagne, shut up. Why are you going against everything she's saying? Just everything. I was like, ugh. He get on my nerves. Shout out to Charlemagne the God. All right, y'all. So, what else is going on? That's about it, right? Oh, your boy, Robert, his request to be released. Remember we talked about it last week, from federal prison due to him saying he's not a flight risk or he's not a risk or whatever. It was denied. You're not going nowhere. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. He says he believes he'll catch if he remains in jail. Nigga, you have herpes. So what? Maybe your chest needs to cave in. Shit. I'm sorry. Oh, and Roseanne Barr says that the outbreak is a plot to kill baby boomers. Girl. Shout out to the baby boomers. Whew. Y'all a mess. Y'all are a mess. Yeah, make sure you're paying attention to your mental health as much as your physical health. Very important. That's why I was telling you, y'all need to stop watching Down to the Thing. Stop watching it. Like, maybe spend 30 minutes reviewing. Maybe you need to read it. I don't know, but watching it, and it's just like over and over and over again, your anxiety will build up. You will start becoming fearful, and that suppresses your immune system. You don't want to do that to yourself. Something that is avoidable, right? That's avoidable. You can turn it off. You can go sit down. You can go listen to some music. You can put some music on. You can, listen to some singing bowls or whatever. But stop it, okay, y'all? All right. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. We'll get down in the comments. I don't know what we talked about today. Peace.